Hi sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash that subscribe button, turn on your notifications so you are notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all so much, and I am saying massive shout out to every one of you for all the love and support you all give me here. I am truly grateful. Thank you all so much. So today we'll be talking something very important, and it's about this pick me white wannabe black man who went on a rant saying how G0t disrespecting the United States and all that. And I am going to ask, where are all these guys coming up from? And before we get into this video, I am going to say, may the works of our ancestors, your ancestors, never be in vain, because they really fought so hard for so many of you. I mean, so many of us, like they paved ways for so many people. I mean, with all the works, with all the things they did, they literally died for us. And somebody is out here spewing rubbish. So I am saying, may all their labor never be in vain. So this young man actually came on here to say how disrespectful she is, because she experienced, like she talked about black people's experiences. She talked about how black people are being treated and the things they have gone through in United States, in America. And somebody got the guts, the nerves to come out to, to make her experiences sound, or your ancestors' experiences, sound meaningless or something. I really don't know how to say it, but then, man, it's like as the day passes by, we keep saying Candace Owen wannabe, because that is what I see. I don't see how a reasonable human being comes out to pure rubbish about his own community. The number one thing is that they don't even know how they are kind of digging their own grave, because you can come out to cancel your own community and think you are going to prosper. Trust me, it's going to backfire. Stay close to the screen. I'm just rolling this clip. We'll come back to talk about it. Let me know what you all think in the comment section, and straight up here we'll go.
The level of disrespect Jill Scott had for our entire country is beyond me. I don't know if she's ever been outside of any other outside of the United States, or if she's ever been in any other countries, or if she's heard stories from other countries, but we are truly blessed to be in the country of America. Once again, America does not have the best history whatsoever, but no one else does. But we have been working as a whole, slowly but surely, to improve the state of our country. But as the black community continues to just sit there and stay stagnant and actually backtrack, and they're now just they're going backwards from what we've been improving from. It's absolutely disgusting. I want you guys to listen to this clip.
Say, can you feel by the blood in the street that this place doesn't smile on you, colored child, whose blood built this land with sweat and their hands. But you'll die in this place, and your memory erased. Oh, say, does this truth hold any
Wow. Somebody needs to research on who all contributed to building this country. Goodness. The level of disrespect Jill Scott had for our entire country is beyond.
Lord have mercy, I don't know if I have the energy to do this shit today, but hold on. I'm gonna try. You started off with your video saying the level of disrespect that Jill Scott has for this country is horrible, or whatever the fuck you said, because you lost me after that. Was it really, though? Let me give you an education. The original Star Spangled Banner was written in 1814 for Britain's Battle of 1812. Here in America, in 1812, our ancestors were picking cotton, being taken advantage of by their owners, right? Because as we know, 1865 was Emancipation Proclamation time. Secondly, the song was not adapted into the national anthem of the United States of America until 1931. Some people might say, well, hey, slavery was over in 1931. Not exactly, because the last slave was finally freed officially in 1992. To know a story very similar to it, watch the movie Alice with Keke Palmer. But I digress. Back to 1931. In 1931, guess what? Was there segregation? Yes, there was. Not to insult your intelligence, but what that means is whites and blacks were kept separate because they didn't feel like we were people enough to be mixed up with them. For the land of the free and the home of the brave. Bullshit. I'd absolutely love to hear reasons from you that make sense, that don't make you sound like an uncle. Hope you enjoyed this lesson.
The level of disrespect Jill Scott had for our entire country is.
We, the people of the United States of America, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provided for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our prosperity, do ordain and establish this Constitution of the United States of America. And I really believe that some of y'all think that they was talking about us as well. It's so important. You know, we had to learn that when I was in 8th grade. In order for me to graduate from 8th grade, we had to know that part of the Constitution. We had to study the amendments. We had an actual Constitution test in order for us to graduate from 8th grade. And if you read the Declaration of Independence, it had absolutely nothing to do with us. In fact, they actually took out part of it when they first started talking about slavery as part of the Declaration of Independence. They decided not to put it in because it was too profitable to not own slaves at that time. So when Jill Scott decides to make another anthem and talk about the blood and sweat, I know you don't understand that because you probably have never had to sweat blood. Okay? I get that. But to say that she's being disrespectful, go back. Google is so damn free. Google is freer than we were. Okay, how about that? But before you decide to put stuff out there, just do your own research. When the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner, had nothing to do with us. It had nothing to do with us. This gets harder every day. Y'all make it so hard to come out on these TikTok streets. I've been off for 4 days and just educate yourself. And don't come for Jill Scott. Y'all men, some of y'all love coming for our women.
The level of disrespect Jill Scott had for our entire country is...
We're never going to come for Jill Scott again. Unless she sent for you, of course. Secondly, I need to know if there is a sellout incentive program. Like, what do you get? Because I see a bunch of y'all on TikTok selling yourself out, because you can't sell us out as a collective. You're a bad look for you, not for me. But what is it that you get? Like, what is the desired result? Because integration into a group of individuals who are never going to pick you is a pipe dream at this point. Like, you're never going to be one. They're never going to pick you. So pick Mia. They're never going to pick you, boo. But just so you know, number one, there's no country of America. There's the United States of America, and that's a country. There is 2 continents, North America, South America. When you're talking about the country, specify the United States of America, because everything in America isn't the United States. That's number one. Number 2, America ranks 19th in prosperity in the whole world. It ranks 69th in safety and security, 29th in personal freedom. So we not even the freest. In governance, 23rd. Social capital, 9th. Investment environment, 17th. Enterprise conditions, 3rd. Infrastructure and market access, 4th. Economic quality, 16th. Living conditions, 29th. Health, 69th. Education, 20th. And natural environment, 28th. We're not number 1 for shit other than capitalism. And I know you brought into the whole idea that we all can be capitalists, but we can't. Because the most important part of capitalism is there has to be capital. And you and I, sir, are capital. So again, don't come for Jill Scott ever again. And before you get all but hurt defending a country that don't give a rat's ass about you, relax and read up on the country you defended. The country that would never defend you. Stupid.
The level of disrespect Jill Scott had for our entire country.
Hey y'all, what's up? What's good? Let me respond to that real quick. What Jill Scott did at the Essence Festival not too long ago, a couple of days prior, I didn't find anything disrespectful. I felt she spoke the truth because America was founded on capitalism and slavery, and our blood continuously is being poured in the streets. The black blood of Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown, and so many others killed viciously still rings to this very day. So she's not disrespecting the country. I feel like she's really telling the truth. And it's sad to say that some of us people, we love to stay in the house and not get into the field. Sad but true.
The level of disrespect Jill Scott had for our entire country is...
Found him. I finally found him. You the dude who every time someone come up to me and they say, well, my one black friend is fine with it. He doesn't seem to mind. It's you. You're the dude I gotta find. And whatever set you rep, because you the one who's putting a battery in all of these loose leaf hued individuals' backs whenever someone try to have a legitimate conversation about what goes on. Good to know. So next time someone comes up to me and say, well, you know, my friend Jim Bob, he is also black and he's fine with it. I'ma come find you. And I'ma run up on you. And I'ma let that shit fly. Because I swear to God, it's a handful of y'all that for some reason represent every single one of us whenever you talking to them people. And it's making my life harder. And that's just not something I can stand for. So next time, I'm going to be like, run me his address. His or her address. Because I'm going to have to let that chopper sing. So I never have to deal with this shit again.
The level of disrespect Jill Scott had for our entire country is...
Yeah, it's too early in the morning for this bullshit, I swear. A dude here and G0t is on a roll this week. Listen. White people, can y'all get them a cookie or something so they can shut the hell up? Because they want validation from y'all so bad. So can you please acknowledge them and give them a pat on the shoulder or on the back, please? So they can shut the hell up. Because that's what they really want. They want a hug from you. Like, I can't. Oh, and when you pat them on the shoulder, can you say, good job, boy? Good job, boy. Good job. Please. Please give them a damn cookie. What's them doggy snacks? Give them some.
as a whole, slowly but surely, to improve the state of our country.
I find it just... it's painful to watch this, man. Because a person like Jill Scott has done more for this country's forward motion than anybody he's assuming is doing something. I don't know who that might be. Candace Owens? We are not the ones who are stagnant. When you think about who's going backwards, the first thing you think of is Florida at this point. They are literally trying to... I can't even say they're trying to conserve. They're trying to destroy the freedoms and the progress that we have made in order to go back to a more terrible time. So I like a lot of other creators, we're all just going like, oh, this little boy crazy, he's stupid. You just gotta wonder who gave him this very faulty education against himself.
The level of disrespect Jill Scott had for our entire country is...
So I just got out of a live where a bunch of cocks or conservative of colors were talking about Jill Scott singing this song. And the one thing that stuck with me that I just think it was just bad taste was them. The number one argument that they had was that how could you be oppressed whenever you make $12 million a year? Now this is why I have a problem with this. And if you're a person of non-color, I want you to listen. Anybody ever comes to you and talks about the experiences that they ever go to, never talk about money. Just don't. It's just bad taste. Let me explain. No amount of money could ever take away people's experience, whether it be a whole group, a whole community, or just an individual person. No amount of money can take away those said experiences. Now, the example I'm going to use is LeBron James. Now, we all remember whenever LeBron James back in 2020 used his platform to talk out against the police brutality that was happening to his people in his community, right? People did not like this. People were furious that a black basketball player in the Americas who were making buku amount of dollars was talking out against racism and discrimination, right? And what did people on the TV tell him to do, right? Shut up and drip. Now, not long after, somebody decided to go to LeBron James's house, right? And spray paint the N-word on the side of his house. Spray painted, right? Now, somebody tell me, how much money does LeBron James made, and did he experience racism? Somebody tell me. There are people who are living inside this country to sit here and say that capitalism, the system of capitalism is broke. We should just get rid of it. Let me tell you something. The system of capitalism is not broke. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. Benefiting those who have always been able to benefit while continuing to oppress those who have not been able to keep up or even benefit at all. As long as you can bring money into the conversation, whatever experience people have to go through is automatically taken off the table. It's omitted. It does not even exist. Y'all remember remember how they sit here talking about the Black Lives Matter organization, right? How this organization was able to buy mansions in California and cars and all this other kind of stuff. They had no problem talking about the Black Lives Matter organization, but had no problem sitting here letting people like Joel Osteen buy these mansions and all these cars. Talking out against these evangelical priests who have been constantly buying all these big ass mansions and cars and going on these big fancy vacations and whatnot. See, whenever you're part of a marginalized community, your experiences don't matter. It doesn't matter at all. And yes, even people from that marginalized community could come out, just like this person I'm sitting right now. Even people from their own community could come out and say that you're not going through any kind of experiences. You're just making this stuff up. The system of capitalism will literally have people talking crazy, really talking stupid. For real, let's all be real here for a second, right? As a person that I'm currently stitching wants to talk about how this country was able to get to the point where it's at and who was able to build this country. Let's go ahead and talk about the slaves who have been able to contribute to people who are currently with that generational wealth that slave masters have been able to pass on down. Let's go ahead and talk about the kids who are working inside factories, steel factories and oil fields and stuff like that, who've been able to contribute to the pockets of oil tycoons as well as steel giants. Go ahead and talk about the immigrants who constantly bust their butts out in the blistering sun in order to profit the people who currently own those said lands. Y'all so afraid about people taking away y'all's gun, but y'all over here trying to take away people's freedom of speech. Do better.
The level of disrespect Jill Scott had for our entire country is...
What the F is going on, bro? Why are the Uncle Toms out in droves? Every time I turn on this app, there is a new one. Whether male, female, in between, there's a new one. Now you coming at Jill Scott for her rendition, our rendition of the national anthem that speaks volumes to our experience in this country? And then the white folks in his comments, oh my God. Oh my God, y'all want their validation so bad. Like, how you gonna speak on somebody else's experience? People who understand, we get it. Those who get it, get it. Apparently those who don't, we don't care. But y'all all over this app like cockroaches. Oh my God, somebody get the raid. I'm so disgusted.
Baby, what's disrespectful is you got on this here TikTok looking like a 1993 version of a Ninja Turtle. Michelangelo, let me explain this to you, baby. The fact that Miss Jill Scott had to get up in front of people and sing a song in 2023 that is equal to a song that was recorded in 1939 by the name of Strange Fruit by Billie Holiday, yeah, that's a problem. And it needs to be fixed. And she did exactly what she was supposed to. Have a blessed night.
So this is all the stitches I got. I mean, there were so many stitches to this video. But before we get into this, I want to ask, what the hell is going on? I mean, like each day, like every day that passes by, there is one Candace Owen from nowhere, like, you know, emerging. And sometimes I look at them, I am like, look at all this sellout. You know, one thing with all this is that they don't even know the harm they are doing to themselves. Not until one day they wake up and be like, oh my God, I have really done so harm to my community and to myself, not just only your community, to your own, very own self. No, they feel like they can actually, you know, come out here and probably like, you know, get big, be anti-black and like, you know, probably make some money. And I'm going to say this, may the works or the labor of our ancestors, your ancestors, never go in vain. Because a lot of people, like, you know, wake up and they just want to talk all shit. How do you want to, like, you know, erase somebody's experience? How do you want to, like, you know, make somebody's experience invalid? Because everything Jill Scott spoke or said was actually the problem of Black people. Because you all saw that the sweat, it was like, who already told that boy that it was not the sweat of Black people that's built this land? Like, who the hell? Where are they even waking up from? Because I really don't get it. I mean, are their parents really seeing what they're posting online? Because really, they really need to be checked. I ain't lying to you. Like, bro, how do you all get on this app to be so stupid? And at every day wake up to one, every day wake up to one. And they think they are being, like, they think they are creating a great platform for themselves. I mean, like, you really need to see the comment section, like, bro, get a life. Because this venture you are venturing, I ain't gonna venture for you. I mean, what it sucks that some people want to, like, you know, talk down on some people's experience, your ancestors' experience. Because man, this is what they went through. This is what they felt. This was what, like, you know, they passed through and all that. And then they are the own after that, they're on the next generation is still going the same through the same thing. You know, so I am going to say in all, just God really know this. The first time I listened, I have seen this. Have seen her song before. I mean, like, I saw it before. I saw this guys talking rubbish, like saying she's being like, how is she being disrespectful? Like, how exactly? Woo! And some people really need to be saved, but like, I am not gonna be the one to save them, you know. So in all, she really did a great. Her job is, her voice is super great. Her voice is super awesome. I mean, like, you know, she also delivered the message with so much emotions that really made it outstanding. This is where I'm going to draw the curtain. Thank you all so much for all the love and support. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye for now.